All right, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna clean this up and see what I can do with this. I think what I'm gonna do, clean this in the inside here. I'm gonna coat this with some lacquer and then straighten this up and put a screw there to hold that. Small little screw. And somebody took the time to make this, and I'm going to clean every one of these up, make them look good, and see for sure what I'm missing. There's a couple, I think there's one tap missing, so we'll see. I think it'll look good cleaned up. I mean, for one thing, I want to get all the sawdust and stuff out of these like that. And I need to do an inventory of what I got here. And if there's something, I think I'm missing the quarter 20. I haven't looked at all of them, but I've kind of went through a couple of them, and that's the one that I thought I was missing. Ooh, that one. That one there didn't want to come out. A couple of these are a little deeper than the others. And I do have a bunch of spare taps and dies. Anytime I'm somewhere and I see a tap and die, I buy it. I don't care if it's a duplicate, I buy it. It's these things are very, very expensive anymore. Even the cheap Chinese ones are expensive. So if you run across one of these, you pick it up. You're a fool if you don't. I was taught that anytime you take something apart, you clean it, you chase it. You run something through, you clean up the threads, just makes the job going back together easier. For those of you who don't do a lot of it, that's fine. But if you ever take your lawn mowing deck apart and you go to put it back together, you chase the threads. It makes putting it back together so easy. You just don't have any idea. I know a lot of times people say, well, I don't have the time. Trust me, you save time. I thought that was damaged. That's the way it's made. Oh, that's a green field too. Okay. Anyways, let me, I was wondering about sanding this a little bit. Oh, the underside looks really nice. Looks like at one time it was coated with a lacquer, an old school lacquer. That's what it feels like. All right, be right back. All right, just gonna show you something, guys. Carburetor cleaner, I use it to remove graffiti on our facility. I use carburetor cleaner for everything. I have found it takes Sharpie markings off very well. You got to be careful on commercial grade wallpaper though. It'll take the dye off the paper. Trust me, I found out the hard way. I had to patch it after I stripped it. Anyways, you're there. Slide, I'm not going to worry about the slide open. I guess it was for sale at a garage sale one time for $10 because there was a price of $10 on it. I think what I'm going to do is just this. I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to leave it the old school look and just spray it with some lacquer. And the reason I want to spray the lacquer on the inside, I want to keep this sawdust down. Once I clean it up, the lacquer will keep it from causing, the dust like that. See how the sawdust is in there? I want to clean all that up. All right. Put some screws down the side. Hold this plate or these. I was going to call it plumber's tape, but it's not. It's It's old school molding, corner guards, mud corners. It's what I need to say. Old school mud corners, and I haven't seen this style, oh, probably in 35, 40 years. They make some similar, but it's real flimsy, real thin. This is old school here. Anyways, I was gonna clean each one of these down. Well, there goes my carb cleaner. I'm not gonna use anything on the threads, but I think I'm gonna use the wire, not the wire, the Dremel. Hang on, let me see. I got one, a blue wheel. I don't know what grit the blue wheel. It's one of those fiber wheels. I love these things. These are awesome. Plug it in. What I was saying, love these plastic disc, I don't know, wheels, whatever they call them. All right, cleaned up. I'm not doing, I don't want these to look brand new, let's put it that way. I'm not taking that much time. I just want to clean them up. I am going to probably put a thin coat of oil on these. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do on that, but I want these clean and in good shape. Clean all the debris and stuff out of them and check them real good, but they look good. These are in really good shape. And remember, these are very expensive. You don't believe me? Look up a cheap set of Taiwan or cheap set of Chinese ones and you'll see what I'm talking about. These are not, and I just realized there's different kinds too. There's the bottom. I can't tapered. I can't remember which one, what they're called. I just know what they're for. This will go all the way down the bottom of the hole. This one won't. But look at the debris inside the threads. Doesn't take much to clean them up a little bit, and don't clean them on a wire wheel. I watched a video the other day. A guy was showing how to clean files, and he was using a wire wheel to clean his files. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're wearing out your files and wire wheel at the same time. Anyways, let me finish cleaning some of these up and then see what we got. Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I cleaned it up, cleaned every one of these up so I could read them easier. I sprayed lacquer thinner. These are in really good shape. I mean, some of these, I have 2 duplicates, half by half 13. I think that's what that is. And I was going through my others. I need to stick 2 more in here. I should have. I did have 2 quarter, no wait a minute, what is it? 8 by 32s, I got 2 of them. And I got one, I got 2 3/8 by 16. One's a Greenfield, one's a Craftsman, one's a bottom, one's a tapered. These are really nice. And I'm just going to leave it like this. I've got brand new ones in a package I haven't opened. I'm probably going to put them in here. But I cleaned the lid, lightly sanded it, and that's what I got. And here, where's the other paper? There we go. That's all the, I don't know. You guys probably don't care, but anyways. I'm having problems with this camera today. Anyways, that's the sizes of taps and dies that I have with this kit. And I think it's a really nice set for what I got. I paid, you know, I bought all that for $25 from the pawn shop, and these are actually excellent condition. I mean, I cleaned them real good. I did take a wire brush to these, a hand brush, mind you, one of these, and just cleaned, made sure some of them are brand new. Probably half of these are brand new. There's a couple of these that have, you can see if you look down through there, you can see some metal fibers. So a few of these were used. The quarter 20 was used, and I think the 8 by 32, a couple of these were used. Here's the 5/16 by 18, that was used. There's some threads in it. Getting the threads out in the inside is probably what I need to do, is hook up the air compressor, but it don't matter. It's in good shape. I'm gonna leave it just like that, not mess with it anymore. Like I said, I use these not as much as some other people, you know, machinists, but I was taught if you take something apart, clean the threads, chase the threads, that way when you put it back together, it torques right, everything is goes together smoother. I guess that's the way I should say it. But that's what I was taught. Some guys, you know, will just take nuts and bolts apart, don't clean them, throw them right back together. I was taught if you take something apart, you clean it, you put it back together, it makes it easier to go back together. But I tried to polish this stuff. Hey, don't polish. This stuff does not polish. I cleaned it with that plastic wheel, and that's what I should have left it, because I tried to polish it after that, and there's little tiny little indentations in this metal, and it just took that black polish material, it looked bad. So I just cleaned it back off, and then I put a coat of lacquer on it. All this was a free can of lacquer I got at a garage sale. Lady gave me a whole box full of spray paints and lacquers and all spray material, and she just wanted it out of her garage, so she gave it to me. So I used it, finally found a use for it. I think it turned out pretty nice. Like I said, if I'm doing something in the shop, I show you guys. So I put screws in the sides, and it's a good homemade box, nothing super fancy. This thing's probably got some history. The man that made this, by the looks of it, he used it. Oh, I was going to show you, there was one he used quite a bit. I could tell by the ends of the tap here. Look at that. He used the heck out of this one. But thread ends are still sharp and in good shape. So I've got a bunch of taps and dies. I got to go back there. I've been hoarding them now for about 5 years. I don't have as many as I wish I did, but I need to go through them, and I hate storing them unless you got something to store them in, because they're like files. You don't let them hit. You're not wanting to let them bang around. And in here like this, I got a couple extra. They're not going to be moved much. I'm the only one that touches my tools, so it's not like I'm going to be banging these around and damaging them. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but I got a good little project out of it. Probably about an hour and 20 minutes worth of time doing this, and it was worth it because I know the value of these. If you guys have not priced a tap and die set, a good, high quality, American made, if you can find it, a set like this could be $100, $175, and that sounds high, but it's not, because a cheap Chinese made one is $60. Anyways, these taps and dies are probably as old as I am. It's a good buy. It's good to refurbish, and it's good to reuse something like this if you can salvage it. And it's got history. Whoever made this took their time, and I got a piece of history. I wish it could talk. I wish it could tell what it's been working on, but obviously it can't. But anyways, that's what I got. Ladies and gentlemen, give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think. Thanks now.